What is going on, guys? I'm Ryan Roots.
And I'm Allie Roots.
And together we
are
Rally
Roots.
So a few days ago, we got a bad feedback on eBay. It was on a brand new item.
Sealed in the package.
Yeah, it was like a 3-pack of brand new underwear.
Yep.
It took a couple days, but we were able to get that negative feedback changed into a positive feedback. And I recorded the whole process so we could show you guys how to get a negative feedback changed into a positive feedback.
Feedback is one of the most important things on eBay, especially to new sellers. So hopefully this video helps you out. And if anybody's wondering how to remove a negative feedback, this is how you do it.
Okay, let's jump over to my computer now and I'll show you guys exactly how we're able to deal with this negative feedback. There was a snake. There was a snake. We filmed that behind our warehouse and there was a snake behind her.
It's a big snake.
Do you see that? Snake! So as you guys can see, if we go into our public store here, you can see we did get a negative feedback. Here's a shot of the actual feedback. It says way too small and tight, one wash and it won't fit. Remember, these are on those underwear and the price of them was $11.77. So at this point we had a choice, right? We could reach out to the buyer and we could offer them a return, we could offer them a refund, a partial refund. There's a lot of different choices to consider. Because the price was so low on this item, it doesn't make sense for us to take a return on it. It made more sense for us to either replace the product or just offer them a full refund. So what I decided to do is just reach out to the buyer and send them a direct message. Here's exactly what the message said. It just says, "Hi there, I see you left us a negative feedback today. Sorry you didn't like the underwear, but we did not make them. Umbro made the product, we just sold them. Happy to offer you a refund if you agree to revise your feedback. We are just a small business," that's supposed to be and that really hurts our account. Thank you, Ryan. So that was the first message that was sent to the buyer. And the buyer did reply back pretty quickly. They said, "Okay, that works. I can revise feedback. If you refund, I know it's not your fault." So there we go. They're accepting our offer. And they said they will revise the feedback if we send them a refund. So I said, "Thank you. I will send you a feedback revision request in the next few minutes." Remember, guys, when you're sending these messages, make sure to be as professional as you possibly can. Think about it like if you were the buyer on the other side, even if it was your fault, how would you like a seller to deal with you? Obviously, you don't want a seller to be like, "Hey, you left me negative feedback, you need to change it now." Like, just be professional and it'll go a much longer way than being negative back to the person. So now let me show you how to request a feedback revision on eBay. There's a page called the feedback forum page. That's where you do it. Under feedback tools, you'll see a section that says request feedback revision. If you click on that section, it will pull up the feedback eligible for revision in the last 30 days. And then all you do is choose the feedback that you would like to get revised, click on it, put in a reason why you're asking it. Ours is going to be, "I resolved a problem with the buyer." And then I just put a little note in that says, "Thank you, sending the refund now." And then you just hit send and that will send an email to the buyer asking for a revision request. And then I just like to reach out to the buyer again and send them another message. This one says, "Thank you for understanding. I have sent through the feedback revision request and I will send a refund over shortly. Please let me know when you have revised the feedback." So I ended up sending the buyer a refund for the $11.77. And in this case, about a day passed and I didn't hear back from the buyer, so I did have to hound them down a little bit. I just sent another kind of friendly but also kind of like forceful message here. It just says, "Hi again, you have been refunded. Please revise the feedback as you stated you would. If you're not able to, we will call eBay seller support and let them know to take a look at our messages and they will revise the feedback." And the reason I could say that is because the buyer did say in their messages they would revise the feedback. So if we needed to call eBay's seller support would look at our messages and they would revise it for us. So I did hear back from the buyer and he said that there was an issue trying to do it from his phone. It says, "It's not letting me do it from my phone. When I get home from work after dinner, I will go on my computer and revise the feedback and send you a note when it's done." And that's just another example of an issue that eBay needs to fix in their app. I mean, come on eBay, you can't even let people revise negative feedback from the app. They have to do it from the computer. Most people do stuff from their phones now, so you guys need to figure that out, please. So I sent a message back saying, "Thank you, please let me know when it's changed." About another 8 hours went by again, and then they sent me a message back saying, "Done, can you please check it?" Which I went back and I did check to make sure that it was changed, and it was. Now it says A+, sorry for the miscommunication, great eBay. And then I let the buyer know that it was all fixed, and I said, "Thank you for doing that." And that, guys, is how you turn a negative feedback on eBay into a positive feedback on eBay. So in this case, I went to the buyer's feedback profile just to see like what type of feedback they had left for other sellers in the past. And in this case, they had left unwarranted negative feedback on other sellers' accounts as well. So we decided to block them on eBay just so that we didn't have to deal with the same situation again. We're not about sending refunds that we don't have to. So I'll show you guys really quick how to block somebody on eBay if that's something that you need to do. It's actually very simple to block a buyer on eBay. You just go to my eBay buyer bidder management and then click on add an eBay user to my blocked list. And then under your blocked bidder buyer list, you literally just copy and paste the buyer's username in there, and then you click submit and you're good to go. They're blocked. Again, it's rare that we have to block somebody on eBay, but sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. And in this case, we felt it was warranted. We always go back and check buyers' feedback for other sellers because you can do that on eBay. You can see the feedback that buyers have left for other sellers, and usually we'll go back and look at that, and if they've left a bunch of negatives in the past, that's when we'll decide to block them. So there you go, guys. That's how to get a negative feedback removed. We hope that you never get any negative feedbacks on eBay.
But it happens because sellers are uneducated, they don't understand how eBay works, or they just are trying to get a good deal.
Right.
It happens, not a big deal.
But the important thing is, like, don't freak out about it. Negative feedbacks do happen, happens to the best of us. It's how you deal with it that matters.
Yeah, and usually you can get it removed, and if you can't, 1 in 1,000, it's not a big deal.
And if you can't as well, like Ali said, if the buyer just doesn't respond to you, or if there's some reason you can't get it removed, make sure that you do go and at least reply to that feedback. Leave a really nice professional comment underneath the negative feedback saying something like, sorry there was an issue, we tried our best to fix it, please see our other wonderful feedback, or something like that. But there you go, guys. I hope that this video does help some of you. I know that there's been people that have said they didn't even know that you could get feedback changed on eBay. So there's how you guys do it. If you like this video, again, thumbs up it.
And then if you didn't like the video, just
thumbs up it. And we will see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, guys. I'm Ryan Roots.
I'm Ali Roots.
And together we are Rally Roots. See you guys next time. Peace out. Bye.
Peace, chicken grease.